There's Brian. Yeah. Not hard to see.
Yeah.
Turn right. No, left. Sorry. See that little drive entrance? I'm thinking just pull over there for a little bit. Yeah, just pull in front of it and yeah, right there. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, what a beautiful parking lot. So this is where marketplace is being proposed. Obviously, it's this whole area from here over to this is where the apartment complex will be located. Proposed to locate at. They've done shell building, car wash. Big reason why I asked to stop here because there is a lot of questions about the parking structure that's underneath the apartment. So 2-level parking structure. The parking structure. Structure, not a garage, means you cannot go between levels, and folks are having a little bit of a difficult time subdividing it. So, right about here would be the main entrance into the 2nd level parking structure part. The entrance into the main level, the 1st level of parking structure, is about down there, just south of the office building. So you can see they're going to make use of the grade differentiation to so again. You would enter the upper level right here, the lower level down there on the IKEA way. But you cannot go between levels. So there'll be 2 stories of parking and then 4 stories of apartments. And then over here on the little auxiliary parking lot, that'll be again another small parking lot for the entrance into the leasing office that we got that. Again, just wanted to stop here real quick, talk about that. Then as we go further to the east down 62nd Terrace, I know in the past I've said that the angle up there is going to go away. I was partially right. It is going to go away, but it's going to come back smaller and further back from the roads. It's going to come back. That one down there is about 10 feet tall, but when they're coming back, it's about 7 feet. And it'll also be back further from both 62nd Terrace to Antioch. They needed to put that retaining wall back in to make all the utilities there. So to get the bolts in place. So again, this side, apartment building, the other side, east side of Slater is proposed grocery store and restaurant. So it for me today.
And we were going to do a tour of the library, but they just finished the remediation for asbestos, so we're not going to go through there.
Thank you. So much. Should we even drive by it?
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to move.
I used to go to that when I was a kid. My dad used to go there every Saturday. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I meant this light. I didn't go to the conference. Yeah. Yeah. Every week you're like, really? We pay for that?
So.
Number two, then.
Interesting. Yeah, one of my kids.
Yeah, well, there's.
So this is our 2028 cars project, Johnson Drive, Mackey to East City limits. So any kind of curb replacement, pavement markings, stormwater, etc. We have water up here if anyone wants it. They look in pretty good condition. Yeah. Anyone want a water? Yeah. Yeah. As soon as we get this. So this is our 2025 street drainage project that I talked about bidding. So we're going to be doing Hardy, then 60th, 59th Terrace through here.
We went one street, yeah. That's okay. That was my bad. We're gonna get them rerouted.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You don't know your way around the city.
I was sidetracked.
Or taking your bond.
So
Oh,
sidewalk stuff. When you walk down sidewalk, there was a number of routes.
Where?
Sidewalks.
yeah.
Yeah, but then you keep the track of it, it's still free. Or if we
Right.
go-
We have,
That's-
so that's a codes issue. So codes will reach out to the residents if they're aware of it. Yeah. Okay. So a little bit roundabout. So Hardy, we're going to be doing pavement, sidewalks, curb. We are taking out the crosswalk because it's and the speed hump because it's ADA. But we did work with the police and they did some radar and found that nobody was speeding. Now, if residents want it back in, we'll go ahead and have Public Works. Well, I mean, the average speed was, thank you. The average speed was below the 85th percentile. So thanks for keeping me honest. So which street is that?
60th, so we can either come back down one of those middle streets.
Okay.
And
So-
then go back to 61st.
So
It's like every time my wife switches, it's like, you never is the first word.
always, never. So there are pipes that run through side yards that will be lining. So we'll have to work with the residents on that. Is that not Hardy?
It was.
Okay.
There's two streets up here, take the second.
This is the Overland Park side.
It's both. It's
Okay. All right, here we are.
beautiful.
It is a new part.
No, I never saw it.
This is a part of
It was a park, they just redid all the equipment and they put it like big circle sign.
It is nice.
It's really nice. The other
They
day,
asked us to add something down on this end.
What?
When they redid that, they asked us to add something down on this end, but it's not identified as a park.
So you're not putting it in,
Not yet.
okay.
It's something we'll look at in the next year.
So there's pipe running right through this area, so it's gonna be really tight for us to line it. This is the little speed hump crosswalk I'm talking about that we'll put the crosswalk back in, but the speed hump we were planning to take out now. Like I said, if people really want it back, we'll put it back. We can't put it back in that location. We'd have to move it. I wasn't gonna have a public meeting. I was gonna send out a letter. We could if you, okay. For smaller ones, I don't always have a public meeting.
What do you?
Why can't it go back in that same?
The slope. So the cross slope.
It will make it work. Right. Really? All the. Yeah, it goes from, straight on the way.
Yeah, so
Like, yeah.
so this is part of the project is 61st going all the way from Overland Park, city limits. If you notice the joints, that bump every time, that's what we're gonna be repairing. Oh, yeah. We're gonna be repairing some pipe here. We have to redo some 88 ramps. We're gonna put in new sidewalk and curb. Water One's gonna be putting in their water main from Antioch to Hemlock. Yeah.
This is here, drive this Corvette down here. You drive your Corvette.
It was good, man. Pineapple is very, it's very slow.
Oh, I'm not joking. I know people like that.
Drive kids, but, recently with our kids in the world. Waking up at 39. Has to be.
What is this kind of?
He's
Do you ever wonder about directors?
Yeah. That's why my dad made that joke, like, my time to do the joke in the president.
Randy?
Take a slide up here. I don't know. They're gonna put it down, house door left.
No, kidding. It looks real.
Yeah.
Thought it-
It is all black now. It's
Oh.
not good.
Did you talk to
Yeah,
Robert?
Robbie, this is here.
Okay. So here's Merriam's finest, Public Works, working on the signal. Yeah.
Do we wave? They totally ignore us. Why wouldn't they?
You
So-
didn't say we're number one?
So this is our underground. So right now they're putting in conduit on the east side of Antioch and then they'll go south. See all these electric lines that are gonna go underground,
Does it pop back up?
on the north,
On the west side.
just east of I-35. Brian,
I get it.
Brian, do you want to talk about any updates on Merriam Grand Station?
Admin report, but we have issued 75% occupancy. The other
It's all good.
complex, there's also digits. 30 apple.
So straight. All the way this way. Okay.
Homegrown is up.
The ribbon
Right.
cutting for 30 off.
They already have open next week.
Ribbon cutting Wednesday.
We will have to close EB at one point because they cut across the road. We're gonna have to repair that, so it'll be closed for a short duration.
We hope to not really underground in utilities when we do Sandy Mission Parkway, exchange. But get them off the overhead line.
I mean, we could,
I mean, if they have to do it.
yeah. Yeah. They'll do it for,
That's what I said.
they'll do anything.
It's all the way central. Chill, you can chill.
Do we know if the West Tower Air Station is gonna have an opening or a tour?
This town, do not know, don't believe that not, because that's pretty. Very simple.
I know, but there are some people that do tour these that I want to.
What?
Sorry, but I want a new coat. Huh?
It's fine.
Megan? Megan? Oh. Oh, I don't know if we should dump it in there though.
Wait until we stop. But we will recycle.
That's right. That's right.
Alright, it's gonna crush it, pull the tab off and everything.
Why don't we all take a drink? Yeah. Right. Right. Looks really good. I'm gonna take, I need to take, I'm trying to figure out when to do that, to present them to council, so I will do that, because it's amazing how good it looks.
Could I wonder if
The ones directly behind it were awesome. They're just happy it's done, I think. Sorry, Randy. I thought it was empty.
Some of those really long. Was trying to make a joke.
And then you have him like just slow down a little bit.
It's not civic park. It's gonna say out loud. So 71st Street, the little. I thought we were gonna get like a special edition, just that they just will not try to put all our standards on it. But
We could talk
it
about
has been
that.
on the list since 2005.
Ooh, ooh.
And then it fell off the list, and then it came back off because the resident, but and he got water all the time.
Oh,
Carol
really?
Brooks,
Maybe.
she got water and they would do special things because the life's over. and it's right over the driveway. And that's really why the project's this.
Oh. I mean, we could look at not doing that, but we were gonna bring it up to standard.
But
We'll, we'll talk about that. You're gonna have to wait.
In 20 years.
You're gonna have to wait.
If she's moved away.
Oh.
I think that's the difference.
Oh, oh, okay.
75th Street.
We're getting ready to go across the 75th Street Bridge. We're not going underneath where you could see the pier just because it'll be hard to turn around, but this is the bridge that they'll be doing repairs there. And then the joint across the bridge needs to be repaired as well. So more to come on that.
So is the bed here on our side of the street or?
Our side. Yeah, yeah.
Still talking about like if we'll have to close down.
We're gonna do both options. One cost to close it down and one cost to keep it open.
Because 75th Street, it has one.
Oh, so I didn't.
It's not Shawnish Park. way.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's a-
And the transition to shut it, to keep it open is really gonna stretch far because of the signals. So that could be a limiting factor as well.
Is this downstairs?
I don't know.
Yeah, when is
That's right.
There was somebody there.
Hey Randy, when's the gas station going
that's
in?
right?
Ryan,
Right.
sorry. Right next to you. No, Ryan, when's the gas station? Oh, you're Randy too?
Randy.
I got 3 Randys. What?
Oh, he's a Randy team. So we're gonna come up to 71st Street. We're gonna slow down, but we're not gonna stop. So if you want to take a look to the right, you can see how narrow it is.
Should be a special edition, but it has to be followable because it is public record.
Yeah.
Which Edelweiss is not.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we coming up to?
It's like top of the. It'll be
So that's for
But
Edelweiss. And then
Yeah.
this is the Schweitzer Metals, which
Is anyone
is.
coming behind us? Okay. 71st Street on the right. If you take a look, right down,
This is the trail. This is not.
I was like, yeah, so there's the road. So as you can see, it's pretty narrow. So a lot of trees we're gonna have to cut down that, between residential and, some of the neighbors may be concerned, but trying to make it, okay, more of a standard street with limited width about, I think we're looking at 20 feet, 10-foot lanes.
This reference when the city made Garley between 67 and 69. I heard that, but
Yeah.
that was a 20-foot tree.
What is that right now?
11, I think. I think it's 11.
Different now.
That was just a real narrow access.
Okay.
We knew it wasn't gonna be a standard.
Okay, so you're,
So it was more allowable and
yeah,
water standard.
we'll look at that whenever we get to that. Okay,
That's what they. That is not what the request is.
and we're getting ready to go into West Vernon. So, the
We're gonna go
pavement,
through Forest Park to get to where.
Yeah.
That's what.
oh, oh,
You're still.
You need
You're
to-
My boy.
fine, you're fine.
you guys need to do the tour, I guess.
No,
I can't see from here.
that's the only reason we.
I just know that this one was hurt.
That's the.
This is my house.
Thank goodness, what you thought that was out here.
Anyway, I knocked the door.
Oh, I didn't ignore, I got those people who did. It's still close.
I knew we were there. Sometimes it's in our mouth. I didn't realize this. I'm like,
I coach them to get this great. That's.
Okay, like I said, here is West Vernon. If you look at the pavement, it's really starting to deteriorate. We may want to take some borings just to make sure we're assuming a mill and overlay, but potentially we may need to put in more asphalt. I didn't remember it being this deteriorated when we drove it last year. So curb and gutter, again, we'll determine what's the best side for sidewalks, and then we'll send out a survey to residents. Some of the islands, some people really like them, hard to maneuver buses and fire trucks. So we'll ask about that too. Stormwater improvements.
Preferable stay as the line, probably.
Yes, although some of the residents down there, it's straight back. So we'll take a look at it. But BHC did a study 5 years ago and looked at 4 different options for stormwater and came up with the option of really focusing on street flooding. Some of those houses back there that is that Sherwood Forest, the stormwater runs off the street, or runs off the properties and gets into their backyards. So we'll be looking at all that, but we'll have some public meetings on this project. And then we're not going to go down this street, but the BMP will be, isn't it off that street? Off
Yeah.
there where it goes into Turkey Creek.
Not a resident.
That's a gas repair.
So why is that one going to be, do we have any other places? Why is this one more susceptible?
I think it was
To be
just the opportunity to put in BMP since we're doing stormwater improvements. I don't think we've done those in other areas. Yeah,
But it seems like it's the issue here.
we did. We could do a vegetated swale as well. That's less maintenance. I think it's because we did a study, so they went ahead and recommended to do that. It would be, yeah, so it's this green space going off there. Yeah, we would have room at the very end of it. Yeah,
That's a 6 cents.
I prefer less maintenance.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's here. Roundabout what?
I didn't used to be a fan, but I am a fan of roundabouts now.
I know, like, I've been talking on one day.
Maybe I'll never go.
Just the people you were.
Oh, oh,
The like first.
no.
It wasn't the people I was in.
Chris and I were.
No, it was two other people.
Now, I would like to fix the signal if we don't do the roundabout, because it's kind of when you're coming north and turning left on Antioch, the signal's way over there. I'd like to do that at a minimum. We could, it'd be pretty close to Antioch. Would be,
I mean,
we could.
we got lights tied to one another on 67th Street.
That's true. It can be done, but it doesn't function very well. Well, if we do the roundabout, they were just gonna make it one way,
Yeah.
is what they were gonna do, but we don't want to do that until we have another option. Is there very many people that are?
I drive that intersection.
Yeah. 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 Are they still burying the underground?
They haven't done it.
They're definitely going to.
To the court.
Okay.
Because they were there.
Did they cut down the poles or something? Okay. Why'd they do that?
To make it less.
So here's our Carter Avenue, 2026 cars. We're gonna go ahead and put a sidewalk on the east side. We worked with Aristocrat for the grading to make sure that, you know, we're not tearing up what they've already built. We're gonna narrow the road a little bit. These are pretty wide. I think they're 16-foot wide lanes, and we're gonna reduce them to 13 feet. So sidewalk will go over here. The entrance we just went by, there's a grate right in the middle, so we're gonna kind of regrade it a little bit so that we don't have stormwater being collected right there. We're gonna be crossing right through here between the cabinet and that signal pole to put the sidewalk, and that's a lot of coordination with BNSF. Some stormwater improvements here. And then there will be, there may need to be some retaining walls, short retaining walls when we put the sidewalk on the west side through here, and some easements we'll need to obtain. Yes, because we'll get it away from the railroad. And then we talked about taking the sidewalk all the way up to the Shawnee Mission Parkway ramps, but we're gonna tie it into the park where the trail is, so we'll cut it back in there so someone can just jump on the trail and walk to Turkey Creek. Yeah.
I don't know. We chose those trees. In a beautiful spring. So you could take crap and say, yeah, I did it.
On the list, but the years of theory, like. Maybe wanted to do the, but did you want to do that first? But we didn't want it, we didn't know what was gonna happen, so we decided not to invite her.
Let's see, so 10. This is our 2030 cars project, where it's your standard mill and overlay, curb, sidewalk repair, stormwater improvements, any streetlights that we need. This will depend on Turkey Creek, the timing of this project.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, so, for-
That's a lot to pick up on. I don't know.
So this bridge, I guess, was replaced about 10 years ago, but we may need to replace it with the Turkey Creek project and raise it a little bit to get more stormwater through. So we'll wait to see what happens there. We're getting ready to get into our Cars project, Merriam Drive, Johnson to 55th, where we're talking about the amenities. So if you take a look at, there's some brick between the curb and the sidewalk. We're going to repair that. There's going to be some on-street parking, concrete replacement. We may need to realign the road depending on what the Turkey Creek improvements are. Stormwater improvements, benches, making it more walkable, landscaping, lighting, signage above, and then the modifications to the farmer's market. At some point, we'll transition to that 10-foot shared use path on the west side. We're doing pretty good on time. Oh. Way ahead of.
You can stop.
Lower.
Yeah.
So it's likely that we're going to need to replace this bridge and skew it a little bit to have more capacity.
They don't know if it's on.
So this is one of our older signals that we're going to need to modify. We were planning to do it when we were going to do Merriam Drive, so we're trying to limp it along till we get it completed in 27. But we'll start design this year. Again, shared use path on the west. We could do a water treatment BMP in Waterfall Park as we collect stormwater. That would be a good location for it. So we'll look at that. We'll try to tie in what trail connections we can, reducing. So here it's a 4-lane section. We're going to reduce it to 3 lanes. Mill and overlay, stormwater improvement, street lights.
Same.
What?
Work.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Oh, that's funny.
She's very, very good.
Oh, it is? Oh, that's sweet.
So how come it's not working?
It's not.
Did it get forward?
I don't know. Take a left at the light. This way. Right. Staying month, that's not there. Thanks.
I know it's hard for you to believe.
Please.
Oh, hi, Randy.
So we'll talk about the roundabout whenever we come back through, but I think everybody's aware of it. But we'll talk about, we're going to pull over here and just kind of look at the roundabout and the properties we purchased. Yeah,
Oh, nobody's not.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, they want to say.
Yeah.
I don't come over here anymore.
I don't-
I don't forget. Yeah.
I don't.
I came to say every day for 2 years.
Is it pretty busy in the morning?
attended when I worked at DI. It was a day. Cause I would cross my and it was like, it's always scary to turn right here. You can't, it's really fun.
Yeah.
But no one paid.
Yeah. We had some complaints about 47th and Mary or Antioch and people driving through, running the four-way. And I called because the area they were complaining about was on the UG side. So I called them to kind of do more of a study, but I don't know. I haven't heard. The police said that they didn't have a lot of issues with that. Chris, do you have many people complaining about 47th and Antioch running this stop signs?
We have, yes, not.
Okay. I had some
We've been
people
attacking,
call.
we've been attacking. We only have.
Yeah. Yeah. The complaints I had were on the UG side. Yeah. Yeah.
Keep coming down.
Yeah. Yeah. Seven. The pagoda? I thought it was like 750,000 for that whole area. Yeah. It was a lot.
Actually, I think that was like.
Yeah,
Oh,
What was the?
I forgot.
What were we-
Knox is always,
I'm sorry, I forgot all about them. So when you go down 49th, but right now you can't because water one's in, but looking west, they're kind of blocking sight distance. Antioch, looking west or looking north. Sorry about that. Oh, it's this street. So we went, there's a deaf child that lives on that street. So we put up a deaf child sign there. We don't always put up like, a deer crossing and some of those things, but we felt like that one was an appropriate one. What? Yeah. And then the question is, where do you put it? Do you put it on here? We ended up putting it on that. Yeah. 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 I didn't know it was such a big area to be able to put in houses.
One is
There's a couple different.
Well,
The subdivision. is one over there. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see the corner.
So they could have purchased, is that adjacent to the, who?
What the name of it? Would be-
Brian would know. But, Bass. Bass. It's too bad they didn't buy that and just make it.
Okay, that's-
So farmland off the city, right, off the cemetery, it's on.
So this is our 2026 drainage project. We're going to drive through here, but this is where we're lining pipe and replacing pipe. And as you can see, when you get through the concrete and the roads, are in decent shape. So we're just going to do the pipe because we're taking advantage of SMAC funding, assuming we get it. So there's pipe that kind of cuts through side yards and backyards and across and then drains to the creek over here.
No.
So we're getting ready to turn on 49th Street. As you can see, all the utilities that are going on. It's really been, you know, really having to work hard to get them all the way because you tell them you need to be out by June 1st, and then, you know, they always have delays and things like that. But there's a lot of gas. There's a lot going on in the neighborhood. So neighbors have been pretty patient with us because this will be a full year project. I mean, we'll probably get done by the end of October. But sidewalks on both sides, stormwater improvements, mill and overlay. We're going to have to take a detour. We were going to go all the way down here, but with all the utilities going on, we're going to take a slight detour and stop off at 50th England. If you remember last year, we looked at that area in the backyards. It's a drainage. It looks really good
Oh, good.
compared to what it did.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Can you hear? What'd you do with that? I don't know why you want to do that.
I'll get rid of it.
Sorry.
So I think it's.
This is our streets that we milled and overlaid last year. They look really good. So they weren't going to rename them, but it's been, we have a couple people really complaining. I know, I know. That's a lot. I know, I know. Okay. All right, here's our little field trip. We'll just go out and just take a look at that 50th in England. I will say that there's some native area planting around there that it didn't take on the hill that I just noticed when I came by the other day. So we'll have to work with the contractor on that.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe 3 years in a row we've stopped it.
We really like this.
Oh, there's a lot of room there.
Yeah. I wish we could go down to the Gabion baskets, but it would be a long haul.
I think I parked last year and then walked down there. I was trying to skip it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it was down.
Celia, is that our tractor or does it belong to
That is not ours. So, so this isn't ideal to have this in backyards, but we tried to get rid of this and pipe it all, but with the elevations, unfortunately, we couldn't get rid of this low area, but we went ahead and replaced the pipe in sections. We put back in riprap. Those taller weeds are natives. See on the hill, it looks like it's kind of dead. So I'm gonna have to go and work on that. But we ended up re-fencing and sodding through here. The neighbors were really good to work with. So we made it, we gave them a little bit more of their yard back. So anyway, we wanted to show you it turned out a lot, it looks a lot better than it did. So
Did it extend farther this way?
this way?
Did it extend to their houses any further? Or
No. Yeah.
I don't remember it coming out that far.
We did, and then there's an underground pipe that cuts through that new sod area across there. So
All that sod we put all that sod down.
yeah. We reduced, they had a stormwater drainage easement all the way to their house. So we reduced that a little bit for them. So yeah, they were really good to work with. So it looks a lot better than it did, but we're going to have to get in there and look at that hill. It looks like it didn't take very well. So
What
That's
they
good.
plant over there? Is it more native?
yeah, but I don't know why that didn't take up on the hill.
So was it the same plantings as that's right there, basically?
I think so. Yeah.
I just.
Totally just muddy.
So
Sugar
Extra coats.
is he like, oh, that's it.
Celia, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Well, I kind of messed up on West Vernon.
You did great.
Sometimes it's a test to make sure people are really listening.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
No, not really. It's hard to see when you're driving in the bus and you only have this area.
You have the full open.
Yeah.
Headspace on, which is. Can't be the best fabric. Thank you.
Forgot to tell you. So the other day I was walking along Merriam Drive. You know this business, right? We're actually right near it.
Mhm.
On the
Mm.
that's the
Oh.
curb straight across from that sign,
Oh.
and it's getting undermined.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Show me. So the curb is right along here.
Yeah, it's straight.
Okay.
I basically just turned straight around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I meant to tell you that. I meant to send you that email when I started in an email.
Okay. I'm going to put that on my AB.
Something.
So it's the west side of
Okay.
Merriam Drive.
West side. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. I literally think we're like right next to it.
Okay.
Or no, it's down in the
Oh, I know that.
There was a little chill in the air.
Yeah. I thought it was going to rain.
Which means maybe. I'm getting all backwards.
I'll figure it out.
Well,
I can figure it out.
What was it? AB?
AB. I could just put AB on to check it out on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, so we're right
Okay.
here,
Okay.
but
Okay. Right on the corner of the
I
Merriam
think it
Drive.
was. I mean, I literally think it was before this tree, but it was like right here.
Okay.
Um,
What's this street up here?
51st
51st.
Street.
Okay. Okay. I'll take a look at it.
okay. I figured you wanted to get ahead of it before it turned into a big.
Definitely. I don't know why those natives haven't taken on the hill. So I just noticed that.
You would think this last year.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like it's dead. I don't know if it's just a. All right. All right. You ready to short little break? Randy, what time are we're supposed to be at the school at 2:15? We have good time. Yeah. So we.
Yeah.
What I like is that he's real strong in the field. So he's been managing a lot of projects too. So hopefully his skills are good.
Was he the one who wanted a big brand? Couple weeks, like basically a month lead time before start.
He wants 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's only taking a week off.
He's gonna give 3 weeks notice. I don't know that he's gonna take any time off. He's ready to jump back in.
So you didn't even need a second interview.
No, we had one.
Did you?
Yeah, we went to lunch and yeah,
That's been a complaint before too.
yeah. I really like
Yeah.
that. Then you get to kind of see him more on a
Yeah. Right.
That's one thing that he did.
Well, this house directly, what do you think? How do you think? Or do you want me to?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. We're good. Okay.
I'm good, thank you.
The house directly across the street sold for $749 when it sold a couple years ago.
No, I already have to go to the restroom and I don't see a bathroom spot.
we're stopping at the marketplace.
Oh, thank you. Is she gonna lead us in house and everything?
Yeah. Goat yoga. My mom did goat yoga. She loved it.
Go.
Through the community center. Yeah, she loved it. My mom's 91 and she goes to the community center. Yeah. She lives on County Line Road and Schweitzer. So yeah, it's KCK. Yeah.
And
Mhm. Yeah.
got our stuff, checked our bags. And
I feel like-
go pull our books out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put feet up in class.
Yep. That's why I was talking about the library and, you know, Olathe.
It's like this 6'5" guy, he was trying to take on his laptop and his knees were breaking the tray. Like,
Thanks for doing this.
Right.
Appreciate it.
and we both looked over at him and looked at each other like.
I guess we're gonna have another opportunity, Amy, to go by the trees, but not looking out, but you can look at them real fast and.
Looking on our right side.
Yeah. So here's 49th Street. So we're just having to take a little, if you can see, there's a lot going on utility wise. That's water one right now. Actually that may be gas. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take a little detour through here, but they're all supposed to be done by June.
Yeah, yeah, and I think they. Yeah.
That's why Sonia does that thing, but it's activities. So that we're three that I think right here would be primary.
That's right.
We're
Okay.
Right in here.
Amy, here's those pine trees right here that are, people complain that they block the sight distance. So I don't know if you can cut those off and look good or not, or if the whole tree needs to come down.
So pine shrub.
You did?
He took down.
You did?
Yeah, there was one right next to the light pole.
Yeah.
That when I'm coming across 15th Trail, looking back up this way, it blocked this lane of traffic. Couldn't see oncoming cars.
You did
So
that?
after we bought it,
in the dead of night.
oh, no, park there.
Oh.
So if we do,
It's like, oh,
if we do the roundabout, we're gonna have to take out this sign and see how it drops down. The roundabout, the road would have to come right around through here, so purchasing a lot of property. We're gonna pull over here to kind of show which properties. I guess, I don't know the names of the buildings, but the brown one, that's correct, right, Randy? The brown one's
Yep.
coming down. We've removed, what, 3 other properties through here?
Yeah, right, it was there, an old house here, and then barber shop.
Did you just take it down?
And then this corner over here. So it looks really good. And like I said, if we, to get this hue of the angle to come into the roundabout, we would have to come down through here, go around this building. The building would have to come down, or a portion, and then come back in there. So it's a really expensive project by the time you inflate it out. So that's why, do we want to invest the funds? We want to wait to see if we get federal funds. I don't know, it's a regional project enough to get a grant from Sharice Davids or not. Overland Park is, they may want to do it eventually, but they aren't in a hurry to do the project. So, yeah. All right. We're gonna stop at the farmer's market for anyone who wants to use the bathroom, and then we'll head over to the school.
So he does own that.
Oh,
And
Thanks.
this one here, yeah.
we've reached out to the church. They're aware of it. They're not ready to sell, but they're aware that we're interested if they ever decide they want to.
Whatever.
It was something. Yeah.
Yeah, when South
It is-
Park's like, it's restricted for the whites.
Yes.
Oh,
So we're
Okay.
back in 40.
thanks.
No, that's not how I'm at church.
Well,
is it?
it's-
Oh, I thought-
5 years ago?
I know that.
Yes.
When did they convert that to a church?
See Wyatt went there
You just-
8 years ago, at least, so.
10 years. Randy thinks 10 years.
Son of theirs, for daycare.
Okay.
I do know which. I might-
Randy's supposed to put it irritated, so-
We had a chance to buy a plane for this.
So it's a church and a daycare?
It's not.
Get to school first.
What?
Walk down
Okay. What time?
on the third.
How'd we get so?
Um,
I think some of that is deep touring.
I don't even think it's years.
Really, Merriam.
Okay.
Since they built Merriam Park,
Yes.
Here we were worried about.
Library, 20 minutes. So.
Well, then there used to be another school where Merriam Park is.
Yeah, we had a great school.
They used to tear down.
But I don't think we have time to go to Aristocat probably.
Not before. Go through with that light sign is. all cherry seed.
You made the seed pods, right?
I didn't know those were seed pods. Who knew? Somebody told us.
Artists.
I'm not an artist.
You read the sign.
Garlic seeds.
Cherries.
I know. I thought they were cherries.
When you're on the right side.
I don't know how those are seeds.
I love.
Like, why do they have long?
I say I love.
It's from the seed. It's where the stems.
I think that's too.
Okay. All right.
Black or two. I think there's a lot. I think there's
My favorite.
All right. Anyone need to take a break? I guess we'll go out. Did you know those were seeds?
sorry.
She didn't plan very well. Got plenty of time. We were supposed to stop at the library, but we couldn't get in, so our schedule kind of
What time are we?
2:15. So we're gonna walk. We can't fit it in, but we're gonna walk down and look at that little trail area. So
Get up and walk around.
yeah,
We're going. Elementary school from Merriam.
Yeah.
And we'll have my Uber.
what? What?
You said walk.
I need to get back and do finish up a report in the group.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you.
Does
You
it
weren't
do?
gonna See me
is
tonight.
it due to today?
I gotta get it put together and get it shipped out.
Oh,
But it's still a lot of work to do. We just got the revised plans back in today. So right now, actually we're good. So.
I don't know the point of.
Thanks for your email tonight. Have a nice-
Because it's different, it's different.
I think this-
These are supposed to be out all the time?
Oh no. I'll
You
ask
guys
Hannah.
control the-
I didn't even. What do those do?
Oh, I think it's to illuminate, reflect off at night when it's dark.
Luckily, I'm not in that
I'm
business.
gonna go ask Randy maybe. I don't know who's.
Anna would know.
What?
She take care of
What
the
are these lights?
They're for this.
Do they light up at night?
Oh, why they're on right now?
EVs. So we have,
EVs?
yeah, we have some EV charging stations throughout the city. Is it okay to plug our EVs in like any outlets? Or just the charging station outlets?
I would think just the sergeant station would do that.
Interesting to know.
Yeah, I would think.
I think when it's plugged into over there is a 50 amp. It can charge faster than what
Oh,
the city one.
Yeah.
supplies.
yeah. Anna, are these supposed to be on during the day? Okay,
They're a pain in the butt.
okay,
Caleb knows about 'em. I don't
okay.
know. There is something wrong with the timer and it's not a normal timer and it's a mess.
Okay,
We constantly,
okay.
It's been broken for at least like 4 or 5 years since I was on the park board.
Oh, okay. I'll need to talk to.
Probably just on all the time then.
I didn't even know they were there.
Caleb got in the review.
Is he-
Run down
Is he
the-
fixing it? Is he fixing it?
Something about like a GPS based time or something. With,
Oh,
The timing system that this guy recommended, it's not a normal time.
all right. Do you guys want to get another picture in front of the? We did it last year. I don't know. Does anyone want to get a picture?
We can do that.
Okay.
I'll make sure we get the picture.
We're gonna go ahead and get a picture in front of the strawberry heart thing. Yeah. We'll have Jenna take the picture. You having fun, Chris?
you want to take a picture?
What?
What?
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
You glad that she,
To you, but no, I'm paying
I know.
attention.
We're gonna want
I
to
know.
have the picture, so I'm gonna.
Well, Jenna will probably,
I'll set it up on the.
Jenna will probably get it. Everyone gonna get it or the council?
Everybody. How about that?
Whitney, you wanna get a picture? She's like, no. What?
I guess somebody come out and spray it down before the market opens.
Sure. Is Jenna coming? Getting a picture. Yeah, you need to get in. You need to get in. Do you want one just with the council or do you guys want one with the council and then one with everybody or?
I can do this with everybody.
All right. All right. They said they like us and they want us to be in on it.
Don't touch the hardwood. Are we standing in front
Yeah, I do.
Here, Jason, you can get up here.
Yeah.
It is kind of dirty up here. Jenna, do you want to get in or take a picture?
Yeah, get in. You always taking pictures. Come on.
Come on, Jenna. All right. Can we trust her? Can we trust the parks director to take pictures?
I don't know. Usually, Jenna's our go-to.
Yeah. Is that it? Okay.
I need some Doritos.
It looks.
That's what I was just saying.
It's a little chilly, isn't it?
I like walked
think
out of my
that'd
house
be the
without my jacket, and
I
I was
know.
like, feels good because it's
I
right
know.
here.
Yeah. All right. These are big. I never noticed how big these are.
They look like all of the things in them.
What?
Making sure the heart gets clean. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I just want to make her realize I was going to prepare something so that
She's actually going to do something with parks.
I'm actually
Just
going to
kidding.
work.
Oh my god, Emma. You never.
She just calls public works.
I got
Just
I
kidding.
got an email today actually about a matter of fact. Should I have done?
From our friend.
Uh-huh.
Hey, do you know what those lights are on?
Yep, they don't work.
Randy was bugging. He was like, look cool.
No.
I didn't even know there were lights.
No, I know. Yeah, I know what's going on. They just don't work.
You having fun? I'm glad one of us. Just kidding. One of us is having fun. I should have brought my jacket. It's going to be cold planting the tree. I guess I better plant the tree so I won't be as cold.
Parts of your body, you're officially old.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I know, but if you get cold, they'll let you use the shovel.
Yeah.
Yo.
See through your glasses, but go with that.
Oh, wow.
I found one.
It's impressive.
And then they were-
All right.
Or-
That's on the main right now.
Good idea. So fast.
Maybe the kids will be out there early.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Around here. Like, right, unless you go like, yes.
Oh, I
I'm gonna be ready for a couple of them.
I don't know what she did with it, actually. But then she was walking through the park and she didn't know what to do. She's like, I love the road color. And then she's like, would you like this painting? And the mom said, she would love that. All right. Our closers, but I would not.
It's a 4 week.
Uh,
They might be, they might be.
Here. So what's sticking right in
Strength.
my mom probably.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
She's lucky.
Are finding things.
Where's the tree being planted, do you know?
Actually,
Oh, we have to walk all the way back there.
we'll get supposed to be.
Well, should we go to the trail first?
No. Well, we can walk.
Actually, I got this like.
Oh, there they are.
I found that.
Warned that the women in your family said, wow, God. Looking at the loners.
Maybe right to the yellow thing.
So we're a little bit early. You didn't ask enough questions, I guess, or I talked fast, but it's 1:50 and 2:15 is when we're planting the tree. If anyone wants to walk down there and take a look at where that trail could go.
We have a record of which of the trees we planted.
I bet Randy does.
So, Randy, though.
I'm sure he would know.
Interested.
Hmm.
Cecilia, it's out of curiosity, do you like or dislike, like when I sent you that email about the passwords on the crosswalks? Like, is that just
No,
busy
no,
work
no,
for
that's
you?
good. No, I appreciate it. I asked Rob, I said, you need to check into this just to make sure. And he's like, I think they're updated, but I don't know for sure. So no, I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
People will think of anything.
I know. Is this area new?
So this is your first tour. What do you
Yeah,
think? Is it
it's
helpful
good.
or are you like,
No,
how
it's
many times do we
definitely-
have to repeat all this?
No, it's definitely helpful. You repeat as many times as you can.
Okay.
So I do have a question about this trail, right? So we every once in a while walk up to downtown Shawnee, and a lot of times we'll cut through. There's like 61st and whatever street, and then there's like I don't know if it's an official walking path, but it sort of cuts through and then goes over this big culvert.
Yes, I think you're talking about that's where they tried to cut the trail through, but the Shawnee residents really complained about it. So now they're trying this new alignment. So
Okay.
that we'd prefer that.
Yeah.
This is a little narrow. So
It's a lot sunnier, and so if it's a hot day, it's not as fun.
yeah. So I
But
guess
like, I
we'll
don't
go.
know, it's not like maintained necessarily, but like it
Yeah.
seems like it gets enough traffic that people still go.
Well, it has an easement, so
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than this. So
No, it wasn't weird.
yeah, I don't know. This one's gonna be for me.
Gotcha.
Just because
of
it's
the private road.
It doesn't feel, yeah, and it doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see what you think. See, it's kind of narrow
Oh,
through
yeah.
here. So I'm,
What were you saying about a second retaining wall?
we'll see how it slopes off and we can go down farther if you want.
We have all the time in the world.
We do.
2:15.
We do. So
I don't even want to talk about it. I think it's a horrible idea.
This connector?
Yes, horrible. They're gonna come into the back. This is gonna be their first impression of our city.
Yeah.
The back of this building. Then
This was-
narrow corridor.
So why did they suggest this?
is so it's a little narrow. So I'm a little,
It was taken by me, firefighter, or fire marshal. His mom was three feet in there for days. But that was the-
what through here? It's chilly. They're going the whole way. What? I should have brought a jacket.
But,
After, well, we could have planned it, but we weren't aware. So it's gonna be after. These guys are marching.
yeah, no, we never. Yeah, where's the map? We don't tell them.
This is private. Yes. Yeah, this is private, but we own this creek.
Yeah, well, pretty big.
So this is our city limits right here. So it's there's some challenges with this route.
They're not.
Well, that's what I've reached out to them, but it would have to come through here and go around through here. So yeah, but Shawnee, they don't have sidewalk west of there, so they have to meet. They have ditch sections, so they've got to meet with their residents. So if people don't want it, you know, if they don't want it, I don't know that we would do any kind of condemnation. So anyway, they're going to have public meetings but we wanted to reach out to them first because it is all private. So there's some challenges with coming through there. Anna, like 10 years ago, didn't they want to go through that area where there's an easement to the north on 61st Street?
This is always, I don't know about an easement to the north, but I know that we've talked about cutting through here. And we've also talked about the cutting through by the nursing home. And those are both private drives.
Yeah.
So it's always been the conversations that I've always been part of have always been related, circled around private
Right.
property, private drives. I
Right.
haven't been on anything that's been completely.
Right. So there's some challenges. As you see, it's on the slope. And so if we put the sidewalk in, we'd probably have to have a retaining wall on the south side. They're going through here where that little creek area comes out. It's kind of narrow. So there's some challenges. We're just going to have to see, you know, public meetings, determine if this is a good location or another location and go from there. So,
So who owns that property back there?
the school.
The school does one.
Yeah. So anyway, this is our city limits right here. Yeah. So I just said there's some challenges with this location. So,
Angry phone calls about the gate being closed.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's Shawnee, right? Because this is private.
Right.
So they have,
It's a bike through and get to our.
yeah. So you think maybe somebody would want to have a trail through here?
They do.
It's just the retaining wall that's not going to be able to fit a whole 10-foot
Yeah.
trail through here. So,
Yeah, I just told them, oh, it's a private drive.
yeah. Yeah.
And moved on.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, Billy asked the question I could answer. Were the people in Sunflower allowed to bring out couches and stuff? So that did we do bulk pickup for
no,
anybody?
just residents.
Just-
I mean, they're
The
residents, but
yeah, but yeah.
commercial, private residents,
Yeah.
private locations. Yeah.
Like a quadruplex or something. That would qualify or?
If it's a residential unit on like a duplex, it would, but not a commercial residential.
That's the
Property.
we have, right? Merriam? Well, we got the hospital.
It's behind
So it's south there, too.
So,
Next to Conquest Door apartment. That's great.
It's not gonna connect us to Shawnee.
so what we'd have to go to Maston and then go up sidewalks and down to 61st Street. So,
Because right now, I guess you gotta go to the Parkway.
and there's no good place along the parkway because the barriers and everything. So there's challenges. I mean, it's a really good concept. We just have to find the right route. So,
We don't have a ladder
I know.
These residents have to use the trail, so they don't. The residents.
Oh, I talked to that place. But, yeah. Feel it.
We're running a lot of medical calls here.
You do. Yeah. Yeah. So
ran two yesterday.
is the age, they're pretty,
Well, one of them was there's like every now and then you get the elderly that have these, they're adult kids that are living there too, and bringing.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty good rap on that.
all right.
PD typically respond on a medical.
So I don't know. This is it. There's challenges. So
Yeah, we were just looking at maps, because I'm like so visual, so I was like, how does this connect? Like,
yeah. So anyway, we'll see how this goes.
I didn't
So-
know that there were even apartments here until this year.
Yeah.
And my son was saying, yeah, the apartments behind the school. I'm like, what are you talking about?
There's a little trail connection up through there.
Yeah,
connects this to the
So-
school.
I used to
Yeah.
come down that road. That was called?
No, Stearns.
Yeah.
Would come down Stearns and I would hang out on that little.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we're still a little early. You guys want to go back now?
Okay.
Actually.
All right, you want to go back? You want to go back? We're a little early, but
We're in a 5 minutes. So
I drove around.
we'll get you close.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
The kids may have an extra song.
right.
Some people are trying to avoid it.
All right,
too bad.
we'll go early and see if the kids come out.
Maybe the mayor goes to car.
He's not there. I'll be there. Well, I may be there.
Did you?
Bucket?
Thank you, Mayor. No.
Yeah.
How's it going?
One, two, three, four, five.
Don't forget, this is the school that sometimes has the poem.
They do have the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't, they do, you already know
Oh,
that?
no, I don't know. They always do. I'm pretty sure that, I assume they will. Yeah.
You want to do?
What's the,
You want to do a portion of this? You want me to take over a lot of that and then let you guys do the proclamation?
yeah, well, yeah, I'll do.
You guys.
Yeah,
can
I'll do
just
the, oh, yeah, you can do this. Welcome everybody and just, tell them that, you know, who the council is and me and we'll, I'll do the proclamation and then you do the history.
I'll do
I'll
I'll do the history and then you do the proclamation.
I'll do the proclamation.
Yep. I'll work. Pass it off.
And then when do we turn it back over to them to do their thing?
How much once they get out here, I'll ask.
Yes, okay. All right. That's what we need to make sure that we give them the opportunity to recite their, sing the song, recite the
Yep.
poem, or whatever. Randy, you recall the principal's name over here, blanking out.
Dang it! I think it's Amy.
I don't know how many days ago they.
There is one
Amy-
of the two is Amy. I
Amy
don't-
Beats, maybe. It's Jenna LaPenta Crestview.
Okay, Jenny. Okay.
I think it's Amy. I know there was two Amy's at one time. There was one here and one at Crestview. And I always mixed them up. I think it's Amy is the
It was
principal.
definitely Amy.
Saying.
Amy, we're gonna go, Amy. What'd you call her, principal Amy?
However.
This-
Cut it short by 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, all right, we're out of here.
Oh, my gosh. The
Oh,
more tired I am, the more amped up they are. So
I'm hoping I'm gonna send that energy by osmosis.
yesterday.
Oh,
Kind of very excited.
you're right.
Decided little kids suck the energy from us.
That's what's happening.
It's like they're re-energizing themselves.
So I think they kick it into overdrive, like they start to sag and then they boom.
I don't know.
You guys have
I
a
do.
plan? All right, very good.
We're just trying to figure out if we're just gonna stand on the edge. I know we're probably gonna have to do shovels.
Yep.
Maybe we can like come across the grass there and there instead of like.
Sure. All right, all right.
They have Amy over there working. Her arborist kicked in.
Taking care of it.
Yeah.
The gal there in the red, the gal here in the black
Yeah.
sweater, red.
Yeah.
I think she was one of David's teachers.
Oh, really?
She's still here. Yeah,
Did he go here?
yeah, he went
Okay.
here.
You guys
Now
have
he
to
was in
visit?
the building that's here though, not that.
Right,
building,
yeah.
But he was, yeah, he went by the park.
So did they keep it open when they rebuilt this one?
Yes, it was open right to the end.
Because
They,
Chris, you
they
had to
picked up their
relocate.
books and put in there. It's like
Yeah.
switch from one building to the other, then it's
Because
whatever.
land isn't as big, so they had to like completely relocate. You went to Crestview.
Yes, it did. 60s.
You know that they just had their 70th. We just had the 70th celebration.
70th.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Like I got a shirt. It's really cute. They had like old photo albums like at the
Look for me.
they were like they were from the 80s.
Eight-
Sorry. The ones that I found.
Yeah.
They were so
They-
much.
they-
I didn't have patience for
Mine
those.
probably would have been yellowed anyway. You wouldn't be able to see the
So you didn't
pages.
have patience for me to go through all of them. I was like, this is so cool. You know, they have the original sign from the outside of the building, like inside in that vestibule. Did you know
Okay.
that?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't
Like
realize.
the old metal, like Crestview.
Accessory,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, yeah.
I see a few little kids that I know. Did you hear Jacob's daughter? She was on the.
Oh,
She was.
She was one of
recess
them out
too.
there. Oh, I heard somebody say daddy. I thought, oh, it's not
Jacob's
me.
daughter.
It's like what you said. Oh, good.
She saw him from like all. As soon as we got off, she was like,
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't realize that's who she was yelling at.
and then we gave high fives.
Okay.
She's chastising now, so.
She is. Oh, okay.
Oh, good. We're getting on to stop recess to do this.
Do what?
They're stopping recess to do this.
So yeah, that's right. We got,
Oh, yeah, that's gonna make us popular.
oh yeah, darn. Oh, that's exciting. They get to plant a tree.
Are you gonna be at Crestview on Monday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my calendar. Yeah, plan on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking forward, especially my alma mater.
I know.
This is Davidville. Okay. We're gonna do this different since I know you've been here for years on this, but I'm gonna read it all so we can get out of here quicker.
Yeah, sounds good. We're gonna count the whereases. We'll help them count the whereas.
Yes. All right.
My favorite.
We've got Public Works, myself, and the young gentleman who dug the hole or to help plant. We've got Fire Department here to help water it in. We've got our elected officials.
Is it quick for James?
We've got Police Department here. And Public Works Director. So,
We got a flyover.
first documented Arbor Day plan occurred in Spain. The first American Arbor Day founded in 1870 by J. Sterling. On that first Arbor Day, they planted up to 1 million trees across Nebraska. So, like I said, today, Arbor Day, the United States, always the last holiday. Here, National Arbor Day Foundation is plans and averaging 50 million trees across the country. So, we have a 14-state maple, which will get 30 to 40 feet tall, 30 to 40 feet wide. It has a rich yellow tall. So, got the red maple, now you have a yellow. With that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Mayor Bob, and he's got a proclamation for you guys.
All right. Thank you, Randy. Okay, well, a little known fact, but my son went to this school as well. So he's a little bit older now. But I do see a teacher out here that was actually still here today that taught him. And he's doing real well, by the way. So thank you. Yeah, sir. He's doing. But anyway, I'm excited to be here to read this proclamation. Does anybody know what a proclamation is? You guys know that? Okay. Proclamation has a bunch of whereases. So what I need you guys to do is every time start a sentence with whereas, I want you to track how many whereases there are in this proclamation. Okay. So and then after I get to the end, I'm going to ask you how many were there, and we'll see if you're right. So I'll start out. Whereas Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska and is now celebrated throughout the nation and world. And whereas trees can be a solution to combating climate change by reducing erosion, moderating temperatures, providing oxygen and cleaning the air, and providing a habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees in the city of Merriam increase property values, beautify our community, and bring a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas in our city, I encourage all residents and students to celebrate Arbor Day and support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And whereas I urge all residents to plant trees to promote the well-being of current and future generations. Now, therefore, I, Bob Pape, on the behalf of the City of Merriam and Merriam City Council, in honor of Arbor Day 2025, do hereby proclaim with the planting of a new tree at Merriam Park Elementary School the importance of building a sustainable community and making a positive impact on our landscape, one that will enhance the quality of life for future generations to come. Proclaimed on the 25th day of April 2025, Bob Pape, Mayor. Okay, so how many do we have? Are we right? Were they right? Yeah, it must be. They're all clapping. So good job for that. I'm going to turn this back over to Randy to carry on. And I understand you guys get to entertain us as well.
Yeah,
So,
what you said.
thank you. Okay. Get out of it. I'll fall in the hole.
Well done.
Thank you. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
Second one. But
Second rodeo.
I fell off the first one. Sorry. Oh, okay. It's like a hole in one.
There it is.
Oop.
Turn it the other way, guys.
Yeah. It's oh, thank you. We give it to you. We give it to the principal, or yeah, okay, you're gonna do it. Or you want me to do it? Which one is she? I don't reckon this one.
You guys get done. Return right back. Fourth graders.
Who should I give the proclamation to?
Mrs. Simiana.
Is she out here? I see her.
She might have went in to
Oh,
help.
maybe she did. Can I give it to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell her I wish I could have gave it to her, but
Yeah.
it's hers to keep. Put it on the board with all the rest of them.
Huh.
Thank you.
Okay. Good seeing you too.
Good seeing you. Yeah.
Hey, Kimberly, if you want to wait until you're done. Hey, go back over there.
Oh. Maybe. No.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's very good. Got it.
Gonna need it.
Aiden. When you come on, John, Owen. When you're done, go down this way and then get back.
Nice.
You know?
Yes. First. That's really the first part of the game. It's some point. Oh, regardless, I did that. But that is something.
Walk on it.
Exactly.
Fill up, fill up.
Yes.
All the way around.
You're the best one for that job. Yes.
So I need to get.
Or just stick it in the mud.
Hello. Some. Yeah, the other option.
Okay, second graders have, prepared a poem.
That was fine. Actually, there's something right there.
That's not, there you go. Latest here started one, sorry. Well, the other department's bailed on us. I know. Firefighters. Oh, give me their money. No. When I was.
Good job, Randy.
Yeah.
All right.
Back on the bus.
Back on the bus. To the Mercedes dealer. Good job, Mayor.
Yeah.
You didn't get wet either.
We almost had it once.
Are we gonna end up taking some kids or not? Welcome to Barrett. That's kind of funny. Did you hear how is the chief's wife doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
It's a pain. Pretty fun.
I really like her. She's really nice.
Hi, people.
Yeah.
Like guitar. All, yeah, all of our things like a really expensive. I don't know.
Saw it all.
You having fun?
Yes, I am.
I mean, it's not super expensive, but it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's in charge.
He's in charge, but we'll see.
Does anyone need a water?
I'm getting close.
We're going to aristocrat,
Did you get your
and
fix
then back.
No, I was gonna mess with him. He said, "You can drive it." I was like, "Oh man, that's no fun." I'm just on that board and lights. Is that everybody? I know we lost a few, so
We did?
they bailed on us.
On purpose?
We let
We had
them.
other priorities. Yeah.
Brian had to go do a report.
You had to go back to
Is that
work.
everybody? Yeah.
Thinking.
Oh, yeah, they went back.
He had a report.
Listen.
Randy, do you use the same talking points every year?
Every year. You didn't notice?
It's a different
I'm
class
starting
every
to.
year.
A different tree.
It's different trees,
You
different
know how
kids.
they choose the kids who get to hold the firehouse?
I don't. All of a sudden they were standing by me. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Sure.
Because that's the best job.
I wonder if they like know
So pretty much operate second grade.
the most tree back.
They would never fall.
You don't have to
For
say
anything, I was always.
That next week, right?
Oh.
Everybody else who gets to.
They don't
I
have the
think
fire department water in.
Oh,
They
that's
have,
right.
they use the garden hose that Cressy.
Well, actually, what
The
I
fire department usually comes in.
suggested we have a backup brigade
Oh,
because there would be enough people there.
yeah.
You want me to get Billy out of the way?
Yeah, out of the west.
What
Unless you operate.
that lesson in history and community involvement and the operation. Someone say, oh, wow.
Well, because there's a line of cars.
There's a line of cars already.
Pickup's not for 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, but you gotta be first in line. Didn't you know that? Yeah. You should know that, Dad.
Yeah, Jordan's
She
not
doesn't
here.
need to go.
that's something.
I've done pickup and I get here like actually like 5 minutes early. Yeah, and I just back up.
I know.
It's a mom thing, not a dad thing to get in early.
This dad does a lot of it.
I picked Jackson up when he was little, like still in kindergarten. And then as soon as he was old enough to walk up the hill, like meet me up there. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm ready to start.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
She's the kid.
Like it.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Exiting that side.
Whatever we get out, yeah.
And teacher up there too.
Don't go back.
Yeah. Probably cool. Yeah, so she was about to play. So
Oh, that's cool.
that's why I kept bringing it through.
That's nice. Those are pretty. I love lilacs.
Aren't they really lilacs or are they?
They're lilac.
Yeah, they are.
I went to KU and I lived on Lilac Lane, and in the spring they had all the lilacs and it smelled so good.
Nice to meet you all.
That's why we never go grow up among like individual bushes.
I'd have them all. I'd line them up.
Basically, my job, Randy, as driver, they said that we would just pull up in front, drop us off, and then park the bus in the back.
So pull up on 67 or on Carter.
That's what we're gonna have to come to the front door.
I'll get them there.
Okay.
Got it.
Listen.
You know how to get us there?
Yeah.
A test drive.
You're off the phone working.
I need optical.
See your friend of this.
It is. I missed that. I missed. Yeah. I didn't want to do that.
No,
I was like,
you did the right thing.
yeah.
Yo.
She could just take it over the.
What?
Regular plug-in.
That's fine.
Screen. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. It's happy in the same time for him. Right past that sign. Yeah, right. Yeah.
past all these cars.
Right. Circles.
I don't know. Somebody's definitely down one.
Look at all those vans lined up.
They had a park behind.
Oh. I didn't know this was so big. I've never been on this part. They did a good job. This looks really good.
Hopefully.
Hurry up and wait.
I'm not. I don't know.
Probably.
The last stop of it.
Is there?
I don't know where they're expecting.
Yeah, they're gonna find this. They come in. I don't know where to find this. I keep the other side. But that's on both ends. Both ends.
Checking it out.
Yep.
You want one?
Well, I may need a pay raise.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, I like phones. Range Rover.
Do we need to record here?
We have to, because they're all together.
Maybe we get.
Okay. But
104, very close.
he must be in the market.
Plus 10% is gonna be.
In the market of a Kim Ford.
You wanna know how much
So,
my
Dang. It's expensive.
Yeah, yeah. My truck's worth about $5,000.
Anybody in the market for 2012?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go working. I could take this. Oh, look at those. Holy- oh.
So we put our money together and share one.
Can we do like a city vehicle?
Right.
Or, right. This is nice.
Yeah, these things
How much?
$187,000.
That's more than my house cost.
Kidding me?
That was more than my house cost.
Go through this way in a second, but where that, the service drive up is, they drive through here and meet with their advisor, and when they're waiting for service, and come in, put the snacks, drinks, full, use bar, no alcohol. But you can sit here, yeah, I think we should do like Friday mocktails, and I think I'm cool. That's just mark my brain, let's go through here first.
and then show you. So this is our service drive up area. And these are our service advisors.
Yes, you too. Take care. Have a great weekend.
The same, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Garage today. They're just like, what is Hannah doing all the time? I always pick something up. Thank you, Sarah.
Front line in the back.
Just, yeah, single file this way.
It's so clean.
Okay. In order to be super safe, I'm gonna have all of you take mine. Yours. Okay. Yep, you don't need one. We're just gonna pass. Yeah. Do I need them? Nope, you're good.
We're good.
The only thing I'm gonna get from Mercedes.
Go.
$130 a pair. Well, they're not branded.
So you can probably see how clean it is in here, right? You could eat off the floor.
Right.
This is the German Mercedes way. So we'll come this way. So the Mercedes motto is the best or nothing at all, and that's what we like to do here at Mercedes as well. So here you can literally jump to the floor. I've seen them in the office. I think it's like 100. So we had Wednesday night as the all-employee night here for the grand opening, and we had all of our tables in here, all of us eating. You would never know this. So that's so this is where all Mercedes happens as far as like service, and this is here. We have sprinters, so our Mercedes sprinters are all. So it's like a vending machine almost. You choose our tool on high.
That is cool.
So a lot of apps are not built from the ground up. They just have revamped their surface based on the original design that they have. If you've been here before, we have pairs, we did have a risk Mercedes Benz. That one now is our museum in our pre-op department. So old design, but a lot of the classic cars also get the museum.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you, sir. Do you work here? Thank you. This is really nice. It's okay. It's okay. Um, Okay, do you want me to just say that then? Okay. I'll look at you when you give me the home.
So we can go through here. So all of the artwork that you see in here, this is actually brought in after our review, and it's all compliant to Mercedes. We are required to have all of the art on the wall, as well as any of the decor that you see throughout. They actually do compliance checks and come in and make sure we have the decor that is here. If not, we will be fine. Yeah, very meticulous. Yeah.
That would look good in our public work shop, I'm thinking.
Finance and stuff down there, not receiving. Station, what I call it. Because so whenever we have people who want to go so far, they sit here, there's they will create and show the bill actually on these keys. And they can go right to the store and then send it in the order. So the chairs a little bit right now. So some things are on hold.
Oh. How do you
Okay, let's head back this way. So I did have a question earlier with the AMG sign. Do any of you have or know of the
A couple,
city that
right?
performance? So right behind you, this is our G wagon. This is the G63, and this is a slate color that you'll see in a lot of vehicles. But the Ames it's very much like a sister brand of Mercedes-Benz. Has our performance line. If you're familiar with BMW, it's the M series, and some of those performance lines of other brands. It's not maybe it's similar to. But yeah, this is our new showroom. We moved in February, so haven't been here very long. So, what's also really cool about this building is all of these shades at the very top, they all come down and like a retractable just button.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And get in a car if you want.
We test drive the, American one.
You were actually told that. You can't hold us.
Yeah, you're kidding.
Notice we open last. This one doesn't run into it.
That is nice. That's pretty. Too pretty.
They actually just updated the windshield design. Like this, and a lot of people having issues with rock chips.
Hmm.
Yep. I don't mind.
That is beautiful. Wow.
It's your home button and then your next to you.
That's cool. It's really nice. I wouldn't have thought of red, but it's kind of cool.
And it's
Wow.
a nice contrast.
Mm-hmm. My son-in-law bought a Tesla and it's white inside. I was like, aren't you worried about that? He's like, no, it cleans up. Doesn't seem like it would, but
I think it's to have a white interior.
yeah, I know.
That's so nice.
This thing.
No. Just. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, maybe if we stay on the bus.
We can just lay on the floor.
And now it's.
2024. Not that old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's full. Yeah.
Not the G-Wagon.
Yeah. What was it, like 14?
Oh,
You could
was
probably
it?
trade the smart car and the vet end for something here.
Yeah, and I don't know.
There's one of those in there, like $8,000.
Oh,
And my sedan.
I'd be good on that.
We were this close to arranging alternate transportation.
Oh, this year sucks compared to the last year.
I guess we should have started here.
We wouldn't have made it to the rest of the drive.
Thanks for arranging that.
Yeah,
Mary.
thanks, Erin.
Yes, thank you. That was really neat. We just only work with them with sidewalks and things like that. So there's a Southern Gas pipeline. So we had to work with them on the sidewalk. Where to put it. A lot of work.
Did the driver was this?
Sure.
That's all. I thought flavor.
They really like each other that much. Right?
Oh, the underground. They're gonna underground. Yeah. You would know.
Pretty
Yeah.
fast.
Character pictures of the ribbon cutting last night. He's got some.
I think she'll put it on hers now. Thanks.
They have their budget.
Yeah, did I for her? Oh, I'm not. So my turn to go.
Yeah, we do too.
Did you left?
Yeah.
You are.
No.
I have again.
Well, there's.
Yeah.
I don't like.
We usually get there early. It's been filling up recently.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, they got it from Johnny. Finish renovating. It's called Dance Hall. Yeah. It's apparently it was a hardware store and then like a steel or something. Or yeah. What's that? There is an elevator. Yeah. They said Shawnee made them move in, even though they weren't planning on using the second floor in a long time.
It's probably better to do it as part of startup.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Even because it's still.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take dance with wheelchair lifts down to the library, even though it's not like.
Interesting.
They try with Lawrence, the same Lawrence, they've been a lot of. Cause like, yeah, no one that was, where they put in people that do it.
All right, so you drive this every day. Our time is Parkway and I-35, looking at the state. Bad. This is, we own this bridge, but that's owned by KDOT, so, looking at the improvements of the interchange here. Pedestrian crossings across I-35, if we do a DDI, those are typically pedestrian access down the middle of that, so that'd be nice if we could do that. The Cloverleaf, you obviously accommodate that too. I guess there used to be a Cloverleaf here a long time ago. But the partial Cloverleaf is what they're looking at, so the circular entrance on the northwest corner and the southeast corner. They looked at, the whole corridor and really didn't have any improvements. I mean, Maston's kind of the awkward intersection, but really, for now, I think unless we can work with Shawnee and try to look at that Allen Road. We probably won't have improvements down there. We'll probably focus more on Antioch and the interchange. And that's the end of our tour.
Thank you.